All right, let's talk about one of the hottest stories in college football. Because down in Miami, the FIU Panthers are on fire. We're talking a perfect 3-0 start to the 2026 season, and they are not just winning, folks. They are dominating. After steamrolling Memphis and Buffalo, they went and capped it all off with a huge rivalry win.
And you gotta start right there, because this is where the story gets juicy. We're talking about the Shula Bowl. We're talking bragging rights. We're talking about that bitter, nasty rivalry against FAU. This was the game everybody had circled on the calendar.
And look at that final score, 42-25. People, that's not just a win. That's a statement, a 17-point dismantling of your rival. That's sending a message to the entire conference, and more importantly, bringing that beautiful Shula Bowl trophy right back home to FIU.
So you ask, how in the world did they do it? Well, it all starts on offense with a two-headed monster. Two true freshmen who have teamed up to become an absolute nightmare for every defensive coordinator they face. This duo is the engine making this whole thing go.
First, you have to talk about the man under center, the freshman phenom quarterback Cameron Dyer. The composure this kid has shown is it's off the charts for a freshman. He's not just out there managing the game, he is taking it over.
And just get a load of these numbers against FAU. This is what we call perfect balance. 157 yards passing, 152 yards rushing. 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. You do the math, that's 4 touchdowns he's responsible for. How do you defend that? As a defense, you're totally guessing. You play the run, he throws it over your head. You drop into coverage, he gashes you with his legs. It is an impossible situation.
And making his life a whole lot easier is the other head of that monster. We're talking about the other freshman, running back Joshua Huerta. This guy is pure electricity, a certified home run hitter every single time he touches the rock.
Against FAU, he just ran wild, 133 yards on the ground, and he set the tone right away, breaking off a massive 69-yard touchdown run to open the game. I mean, when your running back does that on the very first series, it just completely demoralizes the other team before they even know what hit him.
And here's the thing. It's not just a two-man show. You can't just key in on those two freshmen because Dyer is spreading the ball all over the place. Adonis Donahue had 7 catches in the rivalry game. Trevor Rogers and JoJo Stone are finding the end zone. It is a complete offensive attack. Now let's flip over to the other side of the ball. Because as fun as that offense is to watch, the true identity of this FIU team, it might just be their defense. These guys are flying around and playing with a serious edge. Look at this number. Just let it sink in. 52. That's how many rushing yards FAU had. For the entire game. 52. That is just complete, utter domination at the line of scrimmage. You take away the run and you make your rival totally one-dimensional. And this chart really puts it all into perspective, right? This is the formula for a 3-0 start. Your offense is punishing teams for over 220 yards a game on the ground. And your defense? They're suffocating opponents, giving up less than 100. That's how you win football games. And you know what? That formula travels when you get into conference play.
And they have stars leading the way. In the secondary, Cam Pruitt is a straight-up ball hawk. He's got interceptions, he's got a safety. Then up front, you've got Chris Jones, who pretty much lives in the opponent's backfield, racking up sacks. These guys aren't just role players, they are absolute difference makers.
But here's the thing that should make the rest of the conference really nervous. Despite being undefeated, despite the blowout wins, despite getting that rivalry trophy back, head coach Hart Duncan is making sure nobody on that team is satisfied.
This is exactly what you want to hear from your head coach. We're proud, but we're not satisfied. He's enjoying the win, but he already knows this team has a much higher ceiling. He's not going to let him get complacent before the real season begins. And hey, they know they're not perfect. There are details to clean up for sure. They need to finish drives in the red zone, limit a few of those big passing plays, things like that. And cleaning up those little details, that's what separates a good team from a championship team. And in the end, that's what this is all about. This incredible 3-0 start has set the table for something really special. The non-conference tune-ups are over. Now the Panthers turn their attention to a run at the Conference USA Championship.
So that leads to the big questions, right? Can this young, dynamic duo of Dyer and Huerta keep this up against conference opponents who now have tape on them? Can this dominant defense maintain this level of play week in and week out? The potential is absolutely there, but now they have to go prove it.
The first 3 chapters of this story have been an absolute blast to watch. 3 games, 3 dominant wins. But with conference play kicking off, the prologue is officially over. The real test for the undefeated FIU Panthers, it begins now.